5, 4, 3, 2. What is up, guys? This is John with Hyperactive Monkey Fitness. Boom! And I'm here today with LeBron James of the Saber Legion, Mr. Alain Bloch.
Jonathan, today we're going to be talking about chop cuts used in the CSL Unity Ruleset.
Today, we are going to be talking about the Saber Legion. What is the Saber Legion?
Maybe you're also talking about Hyperactive Monkey Fitness with Jonathan Magnon in here, which he was a part of our tournament recently, CSL's tournament, the Saber Masters Invitational. You did a really great job, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we were using the new Unity Ruleset. It was designed so that martial artists could come over and display their skills without a whole lot of compromise. Well, there's a lot of reasons for the Unity Ruleset,
right,
but I was one of them. So we have what's called martial quality rules within the Unity Ruleset.
What is martial quality rules?
Well, like what it says, you're trying to deliver attacks that in a martial situation are quality.
So, like, say, if you guys were to watch, like, say, a kung fu movie or like a special sci-fi movie, maybe in the future in a galaxy far away, right? And if you were to watch them attack, like, I'm just gonna hit you.
Okay, you're gonna hit me.
Did that seem like I was very technical? Did that seem like I knew what I was doing, that I trained for many years to make that happen?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Knowing you.
Yes. So, we want to be able to showcase, or the Unity Ruleset wants to be able to showcase discipline, commitment to training to be able to enact all of these moves in a chaotic environment and be able to control that.
That's one way to put it, yeah. I think it's trying to enforce good habits, I think, ultimately.
Yes.
You know, rules can never really simulate actual combat, but what they can do is try to train you so that you will, by habit, apply those techniques. Any rule set is going to enforce a certain type of style, right? And, you know, because people want to win. So you could really see how rule sets have affected different sports by how they play, right?
So, with all this talk about rule sets, what is the Unity Ruleset exactly?
So there's a lot of stuff to it. One is continuous fighting, which we can talk about at some point. But the thing that I really enjoy is the martial quality. We looked around at different martial arts, myself, David Laudenslager, and a lot of the other people who were involved in developing this rule set. And we were thinking to ourselves, what are the sort of the universal traits of a martial strike? And really it boils down to the physics, really. All martial arts ultimately have to deliver an incapacitating strike, right?
So, what would a martial quality strike look like?
Well, if you want to think that this LED saber is just an analog for a sword, right? You need to make sure that that sword is traveling fast enough, right? So that when it makes impact, it actually incapacitates the person. So, like we were saying earlier, if I had a sword, no matter how sharp it might be, if I do that, I might wound them, but I'm not going to incapacitate them per se, right? I'm going to need to deliver something a bit more powerful to ensure that the person is incapacitated, right? And that is the entire idea. Now, there could be a lot of circumstantial things that might happen in real combat where a person might make a very light contact, you know, and incapacitate the person, but that's the exception, not the rule. And the rule is there are certain physics that you need to have, a certain structure, application, force in order to deliver an incapacitating strike, i.e. a strike that's going to be valid.
Okay, so what type of valid strikes would you be showing off in the Unity Ruleset in the Saber Legion?
So we've divided up the strikes into cuts and thrusts, and within cuts there are a few kinds, and we sort of semi-divided it into what are called basically chop cuts, draw cuts, and push cuts.
Okay, so I like to usually break things down in the hierarchy or order. Which would be the highest frequency cut that you would probably see?
Probably the most frequent cut that we see is that chop cut. That is that classic boom, boom that you're seeing all the time. And so if you want to think that you're chopping wood, you know, what do you see when a person chops wood? They're going to reach back, they're going to load that strike, and they're going to come down, and they're going to be at a nice extension of their arms by the time they make impact. This ensures that the blade is going to be moving as fast as it possibly could given your body mechanics, right? So a big loaded strike, you're going to be bringing back your arms, perhaps, you know, bending your elbows. One way that you can think about it, general rule, is that your pommel, right, or perhaps even the side of your blade is going to be facing your opponent. And then you're going to be delivering that strike, and by the time it makes impact, your arms should be at full extension. So those are two parts of the martial quality rule set. One, loaded attacks, and two, extension.